Welcome to the DU Weekly Check-In. I'm joined by men's lacrosse head coach Bill Tierney. And Coach, let's start talking about what we have coming up this weekend, and then we'll talk about last weekend. We have Villanova, and in a rare occasion, we're playing on a Friday night, which we haven't really done in a while. Talk about Villanova.
Well, it's always good to travel cross country 2 weekends in a row and have one be on a Friday night. It just makes things even more crazy than they normally are. But great opportunity to be on TV in the Big East, play a great team like Villanova. Should be a great crowd. They always draw great crowds. Hopefully the weather will be a little better than the weather forecast is. But just like last week, you got to show up and you got to play. But Villanova's a great team, coached by a young staff of really good, enthusiastic coaches, and they play a unique style of offense, total movement, very different than anybody else in the country plays. Another good face-off guy we got to go up against, and a really good goalie. So we've got our hands full. It's exciting. First time through this league. Every game's a mystery. So we're looking forward to it, but have a lot of work to do this week to get ready.
Right. So, and this will be the first time that we're playing in Villanova's facility that will host the Big East tournament come May. So do you think that this is kind of, are you kind of coaching the guys a little bit to say, hey, this could be Big East championship game or one of those semifinal games or something like that?
Well, we certainly are telling them they're going to see Villanova twice this year at least. We're going to play them this Friday night, and then at some point there's a good chance we'll see them as long as we keep doing what we need to do. We've still got a lot of games in the league. We still have to continue to do well, but hopefully we'll be back at Villanova in a few weeks for the Big East Championships.
Right. So now let's jump back and let's talk about this past weekend. We came away with a 17-9 win over Georgetown. It was a little close again there in the beginning, almost like we were. Typically our MO is we kind of feel out the other opponent and then we kind of just unleash things there as we head into the second half. Talk about Wesley Berg's performance.
Well, first of all, that's you saying we unleash. I wouldn't quite call it an unleash, but we're really proud of Wes, and especially in light of not having Zach Miller. We had a couple of guys banged up all week. We didn't have Carson Cannon, so there was a lot of worry going into that game. We mixed some things in and started Dallas Bridle on attack, who hadn't played much for us, but has been playing really well in practice. And I give Matt Brown and our offense a lot of credit for kind of taking the different parts and putting them in and having the kids adapt to the system and getting the job done. Wes stepped up. Wes has been a marked man since day one against Air Force and has continued all the way through. I'm so proud of how he's handled being double teamed, shut off, covered by the other team's best guy, and handled that in a way where he's willing to do what he needs to do, but move the ball on. As we've been saying all along, if there were hockey assists in lacrosse, West would be leading the country in those because he knows he's got to get rid of the ball. But we're so proud of the way he played the other day, and we mixed him up a little bit, played him at a little midfield and attack, so makes it a little more difficult on the defense to know where he's at. But he was just on, and he, as he did last year at this time, stepping up as a leader of this team.
Right. Well, thanks for joining me today on the Weekly Check-In, and thanks for tuning in.